Hey everyone, hang on, let me get in here. Oh, yeah, that felt real good. I'm surprised I didn't break the windshield. So it's not exactly easy getting into this thing. And oh my God, everything's packed in here and I just keep bonking myself on everything. So what we've got here, I'll tilt you guys down a little bit. Let me get my other leg in here. Is we have, this is inside the race car. So obviously we have our driver's section here, and this is the passenger side. Normally, we don't have a passenger seat in here. We just have it for ripping around and testing stuff because there's no belts on this side. So, uh, in this car, we have a actual whole computer. Um, the computer is here under the glove box, and you can see the wire. And this is what we're going to clean up tonight. We had to do a bunch of rewiring to get everything to work. We have a fully digital dashboard. It's all touchscreen, and we are doing live streaming from the car. So we have three cameras in the car. We have one up at the nose, which is right at almost at ground level. We have one at the back, which is right above the back window. And then we have one right here. You can kind of see it right there. And that looks here in the cabin. So you can see the driver and you can see everything from him shifting to his leg movements to where his head's looking, steering angle, all of that stuff. So that's the that's the cool part because we also have a hotspot that goes right here, and the hotspot lets us live stream these three cameras plus the information on the dash from the car, and we live stream to this channel on YouTube. Some of you have seen it before, and we'll be doing it at this race as well. So you'll be able to watch the entire race from in the car. Um, One of these days we get it set up where you can pick the camera that you want to look at. But right now we have it set up. We think we have it set up where you have a really good view of all of the cameras. The main camera will be here in the cockpit where you see what the driver's doing. And then down here in this corner, you will have the rear camera. And then over in, let's see how we do this. Then in this corner, you'll have the front camera. And then up here, no, where is it? Yeah, it's up here. You have the dash, and it's kind of cool. People seem to really like it, so we're going to stick with that setup. We're getting a new hotspot, and that hotspot is I use it for a bunch of different things for my personal live streaming and for other stuff. So we're going to do a whole new hotspot, and it should be more powerful and a lot more reliable. Um, so yeah, we actually have a PC in here, and we run the OBS software, which controls all the stuff that goes up to the live stream, which is pretty cool. Um, and it also does the dash. And this car is OBD2, believe it or not. A 1987 is OBD2. So tonight, I'm going to clean up this wiring and get it looking a little bit better. Um, Hammond put that, I don't know why he put it up there, but I guess it's to move wires around. Um, we have a USB hub, and he put it up at the top here, which is not really totally thrilled about, but it works. Um, we have here in Ohio tonight. It's a lot of people are prepping. We have very very bad weather coming the next 2 days. So we have what's that? Yeah, and David's here. He said Toto is coming. So yeah, David was in the original. Um, so we have tornadoes, we have hail, and we have severe winds. Pretty much all day tomorrow, starting after lunch. Check my phone. Check my. Yeah, long track ground tornadoes. Um, let's check our. We'll just check our radar right now, and yeah. So what we have is basically from Indianapolis all the way over to Columbus. It is gross, and this is just going to get worse and worse and worse. And where was the picture I got earlier? Right here. We are literally a bullseye for tomorrow. Ohio is. I don't know how. There you go. So we have a torcon of 7, which means there is a 7 70% chance that we'll see a tornado within 50 miles. Here is the torcon. This is from the Weather Channel. And that's for tomorrow. That is going to be very bad. Very bad. So moving cars around and doing all of that stuff to try and prepare for the storm. You know, lawn furniture goes inside, and this car will actually go on the lift and it'll go up. And I think I'm going to pull my Jeep in underneath this. Mercedes stays outside. That's how it works. So I'm going to try and bring you guys in a little bit so you can sort of see what I'm doing here with regards to this wiring and cleaning this stuff up. I'm going to bring some light down here too, maybe to help so we can sort of see what's going on here. I know this thing is crazy bright. Sorry. So I'm going to spend a lot of time hunched over. I apologize for that. That's just how it is in this car. So we get stuff untangled and then coiled up and zip tied. Where's this guy? And where's this guy? There's a lot of stuff in here that we're not really sure about. So let's unplug him and run him direct. There we go. That's better. Now this guy, he is plugged in here. This is the fun part with all of this. What you don't want is cables overlapping. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you can get signal interference, and you'd be surprised at how many problems that causes. This is our HDMI cable, and he is really coiled up in here. And the other thing you need to pay attention to is you don't want to accidentally make a toroidal transformer. So if I take this and I do a 3-finger wrap like this, make it nice. If I keep this, you know, nice and perfect, and there's actually some kind of power going through there, that actually turns it into what's called a toroidal transformer, and you can melt the cables together. So even though you're not throwing a whole ton of power at it, it's not really what you want to do. So if you are going to do that, you know, do a long setup. So for this, we're just going to do 2 or 3 laps and keep them kind of long, which is what he originally was. And then we'll get a zip tie over that and plug him in. And he'll get stashed behind there. He'll stay nice and clean. This prevents it from becoming a toroidal transformer. You really don't want that. I put the zip ties up here. There's the cutters. I just grabbed a bag of zip ties. These are plain nylon 8-inch zip ties. They do make smaller and shorter ones, but this is a race car and vibrations are everywhere. So we need to make sure they stay put. We'll try to make this look as nice as possible and Get it as even as possible, both sides. There's no reason it has to look like shit. This is all part of that wire management and doing that cleanup stuff. That guy can come down there. He can come over. There we go. Just make it look halfway decent. And then please cut these and don't trim them at an angle. Trim them flush. Yeah, that's flush. Don't cut them at an angle. All you're going to do is open up someone's hand. You don't want to do that. So now I can't see anything back here. So there we are. Plugged it back in, shortened it up, and we've cleaned up a whole bunch of that cabling. Now we got to find out where this guy, I need these two guys to come untwisted. So that is this cable here. He is hooked into about 10 other cables. Now he has a braided cord and he has another HDMI cable. So this is the other one. And so since he's braided, he will have really good insulation on him, but he's also hard to, loop very tight. So again, we're just going to do a nice big loop with him. It doesn't have to be anything huge. It can be just like that. Since he's insulated, I'm not too concerned. We're running very low power through this, so I'm not too concerned about him causing any kind of problems. So, as a toroidal transformer, so if you've never seen a toroidal transformer before, you should really check one out. Hop online and see what they are. They're actually very cool looking. It's a different way to move current. So we'll do one there. I think he's going to be fine. Yeah, he grabs really well. I was going to put one on the other side, but it's not necessary. So you get him to the inside and then get him snugged up and then get him trimmed. If he's on the inside, he's less likely to rub against any of the other wires and open them up. So there's that guy, and he can tuck behind our other HDMI. And get plugged in. There we go. We've cleaned up a whole ton of that stuff. Now this guy is the other USB here. We'll do the same to him. We'll do those long loops. And then just give it a single zip tie around. So long oval loops. And a single zip tie. And if you want to get really OCD, you can do all your zip ties in the same direction. Some of us do that. So, trying to keep my loop even and looking halfway decent. There we go. Nice and snug. You don't have to like super pinch anything. And then trim and flush. And now you have a nice clean wire. It's going to rest very nicely down here. And he will tuck away. Also, when you do this, there's less chance of fingers or whatever else hooking on this. and oops, accidentally unplugging it. If I was smart, I would hot glue everything. But there we go. That guy has a twist in him that I can't really get rid of. That'll be okay right there. Yes. Yeah, he's fun. These guys are already cable tied and they're up and out of the way. And as you can see, we don't have, I don't remember what this guy is. He is, oh, he's one of the cameras. So I don't really have a way. I do have a way to keep him up and out. I'm going to use one of the other USBs that we have in here. And there we go. Now we have all the cables up above this edge. Well, the only thing we have is our hardwired powered cable, and we have one of our USBs here. And I guess I can bring him up to that. That is our condensation drain for the blower motor. And if I do them like this, that'll work better. This guy I'm not going to do tight, but he's not going to allow that cable to get ripped out. There we go. He is snug, and we can still slide the cable if we need to move it anywhere here, but he's up and out of the way. So there we go. Yes, if I really wanted to, I could switch those two, but they're marked. We have a triangle and a single side here. So now all of that clutter that was in here is now all tucked away in our little pocket over here, or up here, it's held up and out of the way. Yes, I have a screw hole here. That's it. That's how simple it is. Super clean. And that's what we like. We don't like this stuff. I got to figure out. These cables were originally up. I don't remember what they were zip tied to, but those cables were originally up as well. So I'll have to do that from once the seat comes out of the car, the passenger seat. I'll get up under there and take a look and see where the hell they go. I remember they originally had a zip tie on them. I don't remember why we pulled it out. So that's it. That's pretty much wiring up, or I should say, cleaning up the wiring inside the race car. So if you give me a second, I'm going to hop out of here. Take my. Ow! It sucks being 6'1" in a little tiny race car. You got this huge mirror. Yeah, this is fun yoga. You guys should enjoy this. Trust me. Oh yeah. All right. So I'm going to move this whole thing. Try not to dump you guys on the ground. And raise you up a little. And raise you up a little bit more. I don't even know why I have that tray on there. I don't use it for anything. Should just take it off. I think it's a counterbalance. So now it's super angled and I don't know why. What the hell? All right. Sorry, I don't know why it's angled like that. Okay. Pick up our clivens, get our stuff put away. Oh, wow. I smacked my knee really hard. I'm really feeling that. So that's it for tonight. The wiring's cleaned up for now. We're good to go with that. We can. Oh, sorry, that was you guys. Sorry. We can rest easy. We don't have to open the glove box again. Soon the passenger seat will come out of there. We've got some other drives that we're going to be doing in this, and probably depending on if everything gets leveled tomorrow, we probably won't be doing drives, but we'll be doing some other drives probably with passengers this week, and then the seat will come out before this weekend. We'll get the floor all vacuumed out and clean, and throw down some new truck bed liner, which the floor is all pretty much truck bed liner. And this car's going to get an oil change probably this weekend, and we will check all the fluids, coolant, diff, everything, make sure everything's 100%. And it has a full tank of gas, so the only thing we're waiting on is tires. They will be here later on this week, and we will do tire swap. The new tires are going to go on these black wheels. These NTO5s are going to go on the Miata wheels, and the Neo Gens are going to get saved as backup tires. And the old RE71s are going to go away. They'll get donated to someone. They can have them. It's fine. Thank you, Rockstar. And we'll do our big reveal on our theme next week. We're not going to be number 77. We are going to be number 777 for this event because somebody took 77. That's okay. And we will also have a roof number this time. So, what else? I think that's it. Hopefully you guys like the theme. We came up with it a couple weeks ago, and I've been working on the graphics for it. I shot a ton of video last week, and I've been doing a lot of editing on that. Remember, I'm a one-man show. It is just me. I don't have any friends helping me out with stuff. It is a one-shot, one-stop shop. And so it takes me a little bit longer. If I had a team of people, it'd be a lot different, and things would get out quicker. But I'm going as fast as I can, and hopefully you guys are understanding about all of that. And I think that's it. Am I missing anything, David? Tornadoes, cleaned up wiring, theme reveal, and I don't know, David farting. Hopefully no one caught that. What's that? It's got to heat up the place. Yeah, it's not the way to do it. So yeah, that's about it, and we'll definitely be doing a whole bunch more lives, especially with other people here when we're doing laps in this and shaking it down. Oh, there's also potential autocross this weekend, depending on tornadoes and storms and stuff. So we might be doing an autocross with this weekend. If we do that, we will definitely do live stream testing from the autocross. So I will let you guys know on that. And also the Lemons team stuff. We decided to do practice on Friday. There's some details with that, but we will live stream from the practice as well on Friday afternoon. So from inside the car, we'll be doing everything with that. And we're going to try and get the speedometer correct. Right now, the speedometer is about 10% off, about 8%. So we're going to try and figure out. We're going to try and get it to 1 to 2%, and hopefully that's okay. We've been messing around with it, trying to dial it in, but it's pretty difficult. I think that's about it. Just remember, when you see the speed, it's about 10% higher than it actually is. So if you see us doing 50, we're actually only doing like 45. If you see us doing 100, we're actually only doing 90. So we'll get that adjusted accordingly. And everything else on the car is really ready to go. We're very happy with it. Suspension's awesome. The brakes are great, tires are great, engine's got torque for days, so we're in really, really good shape. We get the graphics. I'll pick up the graphics this week, probably Thursday. I'll get the graphics, maybe Friday, and then we'll do the big reveal next week. After we get the graphics on, I'll grab a old bed sheet or something, and we can do the peel off and all that. So hopefully you guys will have fun with that. And uh, if you want guests on the theme, you're welcome to guest below. And also, if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please go ahead and comment. I'm happy. I'll read all of them, and I'll delete all the gnarly ones. So I think that's it. If you have something that you want to see here in the shop, let me know, and I'll talk to people and see if we can get that car over here or that engine or whatever. I'm happy to try new and different things and get different stuff out to you guys so that you can learn from it. So thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. I appreciate it. Sorry it was a short one. It's been a very, very long day, and I still haven't got my haircut, but I will get my haircut, I promise. And uh, that's about it. So don't forget to show someone that you love them today. Uh, give them a kiss on the cheek, give them a kiss on the tip of their nose, hold their hand, give it a squeeze. It's really important, not only for you, but also for them. Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have an awesome night, and we will catch you tomorrow. All right. Have a good night.